All right, so in the NLCS, the Dodgers up 3-0. Their pitching is absolutely dominated. And good news, Brewers, now you face Shohei Ohtani on the mound today. So is Shohei going to wrap things up?
I believe so, and it's tough sledding if you talk about the Brew Crew, because we know that this man has overpowering stuff, especially the fastball, but he also has devastating secondary stuff as well. The curveball as well as the split finger, who he's starting to use a lot more. Only 5% in the regular season, but 10% against the Phillies. But we know the blazing fastball is going to play anywhere from 98 to 101. But the split finger, especially against the left-handed batter, that's a very important pitch, falling away from the left-handed batter. And now all of a sudden he's able to go north to south with that nasty, slow curveball. Also has the hard slider that he can throw anywhere from 88 to 90 miles an hour. So the ability to go east and west and north to south makes him very difficult to cover against some of the best hitters in all of baseball.
Well, the question is, what are they going to close it out? I mean, if you're the Milwaukee Brewers and you're down 3 games and you're facing the number 4 starter, usually you have a lot of confidence as an offense. You're facing Ohtani as the number 4 starter. That's a tough assignment.
Yes.
You know, I hope that Milwaukee shows the world what made them so good. I mean, they had best record in the National League. They have a good team. They just run into a buzzsaw with the Los Angeles Dodgers. But I don't see it. I guess, you know, there's a chance. They said it never rains here. It rained all day the other day, so I guess there's a chance. But it's a tough uphill climb.
I tell you, man, you're a super nice guy, but it's kind of running a little late for them. I mean, facing Ohtani as the 4th starter, I heard John Small, Hall of Famer, one of the best pitchers I have ever seen, saying that Ohtani's stuff is one of the best he had ever seen. And coming from him, that's a big compliment, brother. And they haven't been able to score wrong against the guy that probably doesn't have the stuff that he has. So I think he's running a little too late. Hey, and by the way, guys, I think we're facing a dynasty. Watching these Dodgers doing it year after year after year.
They got to do it first.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of what you guys did in the 90s.
I like that, Poppy. When you say dynasty, I mean, this is the total package. And what the Dodgers basically tell you is you pick the style, we'll pick the outcome. And if you want to slug, we can slug. If you want to scrap, if you want to, whatever you want to do, pitching style, run, you name it, they'll find a way to win. And by the way, when you watch them and the game is 1-1 in the 5th, everybody watches going, they're going to win that game. And as far as Ohtani, I mean, he's competing for the best pitcher in the game with Skubal, and he's pitching for the best hitter in the game, competing with the best hitter in the game with Aaron Judge.
Not too bad.
I mean, that's a unicorn.
Wow.
Not too bad. It's interesting, too, with Ohtani, Dontrell. This was the plan, right?
Yes.
You know, he started off, he's pitching an inning, then he's pitching a couple innings. This was the plan to get him ready for this. The entire season, basically, they used to do it.
And I love what Dave Roberts did. They did not speed up his process because they were a little banged up. You know, they were trying to win a division. All of a sudden, the depth got better. Guys started getting healthier. They took pressure off that bullpen and starting pitching. It always starts on the mound and ends on the mound. If you have consistency there, all of a sudden he builds up to about 90 pitches, 5 innings. He's not going to go very deep in the ball game. He's not going to have these long innings. But once he got a rhythm of that secondary stuff, it was watch out. It was lights out. And so the way he shredded the Philadelphia Phillies and winning out, that gave him a ton of confidence to be able to pitch in big games.
And I like that, and it says a lot about Dave Roberts, who's also grown a lot right in front of our eyes. Maybe a younger manager doesn't, hold him back because he wants to win, but he understands the process, the whole loop, and he's been patient, and now he's getting the payoff.
MLB postseason edition of The Leadoff, live from the 2025 National League Championship Series, is presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Innovate in the service of people's pursuit of happiness.
With an MLB Network and at-bat subscription, stream the MLB Network 24/7. Plus, listen to every postseason game live. Visit MLB.com/at-bat for details. Let's take a look at that Dodgers lineup right there at the top. Shohei Ohtani. He's hit 4 home runs in games he's pitched this season. So he's going to get a chance to pitch and then go back to the dugout, come out, and take that first swing. Pedro, he was pretty dynamic in that first game of the NLDS against the Phillies. What are we expecting tonight?
Well, I expect him to do the same thing. You can't go against the starting pitching from the Dodgers. But what a special moment for Shohei to actually have the opportunity to be on the bump and close out the Milwaukee Brewers. I think some people are born to become part of history. I think he has a legit opportunity right here to cement his name once again in history.
Curtis, in his last 5 starts, 36 strikeouts, just 5 walks. Anything you're looking for tonight out of him?
The big thing I'm looking for, I've noticed that the Brewers have only been getting majority of their hits on fastballs. When we showed that graphic up there of Ohtani, a majority of his pitches are non-fastballs.
Right.
So it's a matter of how much of the off-speed stuff he goes to, and will the Brewers be able to adjust, because they've been doing it for Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3, and they're not giving him those fastballs. And this is someone that does not give fastballs. Will they make an adjustment? And Jimmy, like, you're in that situation, you like to be aggressive, and you like to hunt fastballs just like me. Do you come off the plan and say, all right, we're going to sit soft?
No, you don't come off the plan. What you do is just look for pitches in the hitting zone. When I say that, it doesn't matter what it is, and we've been there, that when we're locked in and we're doing things right and we're hunting pitches that are in zones, we seem to figure it out. The ball stops. It doesn't matter if it's 100, if it's a breaking ball at 86. When it comes to the zone, there's a big green light, and that's when you swing. And we're talking about a team that hasn't made adjustments. We saw them in the first couple of games against the Cubs. They were getting the doubles, they were getting the singles, and then all of a sudden the power came into it. And it seems like they almost fell in love with the power. They haven't gone back to playing what they'll call today small ball. Taking the hit, moving the guy over, taking 90 feet, and find a way to keep pressure on. If you're going to take big swings, especially the way these guys have been pitching in this playoff series, it's going to be a quick night like it has the first 3 games. But if they come up there and they hunt in the zone and don't miss, they've been swinging and missing a lot, they'll have a chance.
Well, Jimmy, this is a very unique starting pitcher right here. You might sit down and try to hunt breaking balls. They're above average. His fastball is way above average. Split finger, way above average. Sweeper is above average. Everything about Ohtani is unique. The only thing that I can think of that they might have a little bit of hope on is his commands. If he's erratic a little bit, they might be able to center one of those pitches. But remember, that fastball is right around 100 when he throws it. So
no doubt about it. That's why I said
hunt fastballs,
hunt a zone. Because if you're trying to hunt all those pitches, you have no chance. But if you're looking in a certain area, whoever the batter is, this is the area I'm not going to miss. You have to green light it, and you can't miss it.
That's
Curtis,
right.
as you mentioned about off-speed pitches, in this series, the Brewers have 1 hit at an off-speed pitch. It was last game. Bauer had the RBI against Swanson. By the way, Bauer is the only member of the Brewers that has ever stepped in the box against Shohei. So they have no track record to play off.
And you know, Kike talked about it, how the front office and the scouting department here with the Dodgers do such an amazing job of providing that information. They know that, and they're letting Shohei know that, and Will Smith knows that, and go, all right, they haven't been able to hit this fastball. Even though you throw 100, 101, and 102, let's see if they can make the adjustment. But it's hard, Jimmy, when they throw it 100 to say, all right, I'm going to try to look for something else in that zone.
Everybody throws 100 these days.
Right.
Hey, for us, it's a little harder than it is for these guys.
It's just crazy. You think about the Brewers and who they've been all season. Last 5 games, 18 hits. If you go into the history of the Milwaukee Brewers, there has never been a 5-game span where they've had 18 or less. That is the stretch they are in.
They're going to have to turn it around today.
They're going to have to figure it out against that guy. Shohei Ohtani. Get ready on TBS.
Gives him somewhere in the neighborhood of 6-7 innings.
You too. He is the greatest showstopper in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers have stolen most of the headlines in this series. As for the Brewers, this is a team made up of a bunch of second chancers and overachievers, self-titled, but this is a team that rode that mantra to the best record in baseball this year, a team that has thrived on being counted out. The Dodgers have completely stifled the Brewer bats. Christian Yelich said it's about the little goals at this point. Getting back to Milwaukee for a Game 6 is a goal, win the at-bat, and win 1 in a row is today's goal. And in true Brewers form, as we say hello to Lauren Shahadi, they give the ball to their Team Yoda Lauren, the savvy lefty, 14-year big leaguer Jose Quintana.
I like that, Brian. You know the best thing you can call an athlete is a gamer, and Jose Quintana, the ultimate gamer. He went up to his manager and said, hey, I got you. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. We saw him in the division series. It was 3 scoreless against the Cubs, and Pat Murphy was impressed. He said, I liked how crisp his pitches looked. He said he's a pitcher, not a thrower, so I need him to live on the edges, but feels with the season caving in around them, he wants to turn to a veteran presence to try to extend this thing morning, as Pat Murphy says. Murph walked out of the press conference earlier and said, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. But for today, we are ready to play ball. Game 4 of the National League Championship Series on a picture-perfect Los Angeles day is next on TBS.
By Loan Depot and by Amazon. Everything for every fan on Amazon. Dodgers a win away from another trip to the World Series, and Shohei Ohtani, their highest paid player, is on the mound to try to send them there. He pitched in Game 1 on the road in the division series against the Philadelphia Phillies, but this is his first postseason start at Dodger Stadium. You see the numbers during the regular year. 14 starts. He hit 55 home runs. Simply no one like him in Major League Baseball. And let's give you the starting lineup that he will face for Milwaukee.
He does kind of his own deal.
And he issues a walk to start the ball game. The speedy Terang is aboard.
I think Ohtani right now, he likes his fastball. He liked it when he came out of the pen. Mostly fastballs in that at-bat, but a little wild with it so far.
The way it has gone in the first 3 games of this series. As Chourio strikes out, and Ohtani's first out is a K.
Well, he just pumped up and threw that ball right by him. A great fastball hitter is Chourio, but after the breaking ball is late on this pitch, up and away.
In the NLCS, that's a called strike 3. Ohtani paints with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and back-to-back strikeouts, one swinging, one looking.
Well, when I see good hitters making out on a fastball on the corner, a pitch that you should swing at, then I feel like you're, as a hitter, when you're stuffing, you're guessing.
Yeah.
And I never think of this Brewers club as a club that strikes out a lot. They're striking out a lot in this series.
What a start. And you heard Lauren's report. He is known across the game as one of the great gamers in Major League Baseball. Made 3 starts in the postseason a year ago. His last one against the Dodgers in Game 4 of the LCS. And there goes Ohtani. Shohei lighting up the highlights already. It's a leadoff home run after he struck out 3 in the top of the first, and the Dodgers lead it 1-0. Of the NLCS against Quintana's Mets last season. That one's on the ground, through for a base hit. In to score is Betts. Smith on his way to third, and Tommy Edman continues to rake. It's an RBI single. It is 2-0 Los Angeles. And they know the ball is going to be put in play. This has been one of the better defensive teams in baseball. Right off the end of the bat, Bauer's coming in. He'll put the tag on Hernandez. Going to bring in another run. It's the second out, an RBI for Hernandez. It is 3-0 Los Angeles. And Teoscar Hernandez with 11 RBIs now.
Yeah, and just the ability, right, we talk about to put the ball in play. And early in the game like this, you'll stack as many runs.
And the 1-1, Bowers hits it sharply. Freeman, the Gold Glover, right there. Out number 1. And let's send it down to Lauren Shahadi. The fact that you're down 3-0 in the first inning. Pitching staff has taken on water as well. Frelick, a little flare, long run for Betts. He is there for out number 2. And I know that mindset is easy to get into in a series of... And Ohtani deals, hits the mound, big bouncer out to Tommy Edman. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Shohei Ohtani, a shutdown inning of the season. Ohtani And then he came back, made 14 starts. He pitched to a 2.87 ERA. As Blake Perkins, a patient at bat, draws the walk. And speed at first base to start this third inning. Down to Lauren.
And Brian.
And a swing and a miss, and Ohtani picks up his 4th strikeout. He goes upstairs. Ortiz chases the ball, and it's out number 1.
Just that four-seamer, top of the zone. The Milwaukee's Brewers offense in this entire series, that has been a theme for their pitchers, for their hitters, or you have no chance.
Always loads up the splitter, whether he throws it or not. That's his starting place. And Terang into left field, slicing. Hernandez is there. Perkins off the bag and out. It's a double play. And a base running blunder by Blake Perkins. Churio sends one down the left field line. That ball is going to be one hop and out. An automatic double for Jackson Churio. Just kept it fair. 8 miles an hour. And here's Christian Yelich now. The Brewers with a scoring chance against Ohtani. Yelich hits it sharply. Churio on his way to third. And Betts makes the play for out number 1. Ohtani deals. And a swing and a miss. Contreras strikes out. Ohtani picks up a big out on a K. Bowers has been one of the few hot hitters for the Brewers. And a swing and a miss. Ohtani strikes him out on a splitter. Brewers get a runner at third and 1 out and cannot score. Ohtani keeps the 0 on the board. Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! Up and over the roof! A majestic blast! Ohtani drops jaws everywhere! And it's 4-0 Dodgers!
Ronnie, I was just about to say 3-1 and walks, not the worst outcome here. 117 off the bat. 4.
Frelick gets jammed. Pop up into shallow center field. Pajes will put it away. Out number 1 here to start.
Darren Aldrum broke about 3/4 of my bats, but I finally got the bat out one time. I think it was like 463.
Whoa. Is it a swing? It is. And it's a strikeout as Ohtani takes down Caleb Durbin. His 6th strikeout of the game. Ohtani chance to come right back on the mound and put the Brewers down in order. He does so. 7 strikeouts. Shohei Ohtani got 7 strikeouts through 5 innings. And a little half swing by Collins. That is the splitter once again, and he strikes out Collins to start the 6th as we check in with Lauren.
And Brian, I was just thinking, we watched LA win last year with so many weapons out of the pen, and this year it's 7, 8, 9 from their starters. Brian, Dave said last season, I knew my starters weren't going to take down the most outs, and boy, what a luxury to have it the other way around. It's definitely less stress on my body.
1 and 2 on Terang, and a swing and a miss. It's another strikeout. Number 9 for Ohtani. And 4 in a row as Churio into center field. Andy Pajes settles under it. Shohei Ohtani with his first 10 strikeout game as a Dodger. He is